Good day, students. I am Mrs. Sylvia Naveed, your English teacher of class 5. Students, welcome to another class of English literature. Today we are going to cover poem Nurse Song written by William Blake from your Oxford Reading Circle book 5, page number 41. Before starting the lesson, students, here are some instructions for you that you have to listen the whole lesson very carefully and attentively. It is better to open your textbook if you have with you. So you would be able to answer all the activities asked at the end of the lesson. So now we are going to start. Very first, I will describe something about the poet of this lesson or this poem. The poet of this poem is William Blake. William Blake, born in 1757 and died in 1827. He was a poet and the artist who grew up and worked in London, England. He earned his living as an engraver of illustrations for books. He wrote many poems for children as well as adults. He engraved all his poems himself. Students, before starting the poem, here I have selected few words from the poem Nurse Song, in which I think you will face difficulty to pronounce and understand. So it's better to read the following words with me with the same pronunciation. And the words are engraver, leave off, covered, fades, leaped, shouted, laughed, echoed. Now the meanings of same words. First word is engraver. Engraver means a printmaker. Second word is leave off. Leave off, meaning of leave off is stop. And according to the poem, the meaning of this word is stop playing. Covered, covered. Fades, becomes dimmer or fainter. Leaped, a light self-propelled movement upwards or forwards. Word number 6 is echoed, ring or surround sound. Students, here you have to copy down all the word meanings in your copy. And after that, learn the words. Here is a note that you have to remember before starting the poem. In the poem, there are on certain words there use apostrophe, and you must know that why we use apostrophe. Note that an apostrophe is used to show that a letter is missing. In poetry, this is sometimes used to skip a beat. Otherwise, the rhythm of the line will be lost. When an extra beat is required, the E has an accent on top of it. Now I am going to read the poem. You listen it very carefully, and I will read stanza one by one and then I'll explain it to you. First stanza of the poem is: when the voices of children are heard on the green, and laughing is heard on the hill, My heart is at rest within my breast, and everything else is still. Students, poem Nurse Song shows the brighter side of life. As you can see in the poem and you can see in the pictures that children are playing outside of the house. In this poem, the poet is describing the feelings of a nurse or a nanny who take care of the children living in hostel or boardings. When she heard the voices of the children who were playing and laughing on the green hills, she is calling them inside the home. She was telling them that her heart is stopped and everything else over there like stopping. Second stanza. Then come home, my children. The sun is gone down and the dews of night arise. Come, come, leave off play and let us away till the morning appears in the skies. She is calling the children to come inside the home because the sun is going down and the dews of night appears and the day is setting down. She's telling children to come home and leave off playing. So it's time to come inside the home and take rest. She was telling children, come inside, you can play again tomorrow. Stanza number 3. No, no, let us play, for it is yet day, and we cannot go to sleep. Besides, in the sky, the little birds fly, and the hills are all covered with sheep. When the nurse were calling them inside, the children replied her back, no, we are not coming inside because it is yet a day. We cannot go to sleep this early. Besides that, you can see the little birds are still flying in the sky and the sheep are still out in the hills. Stanza number 4. Well, well, go and play till the light fades away, and then go home to bed. The little ones leaped and shouted and laughed, and all the hills echoed. When children denied to come inside the home, the nurse or their nanny agreed with the children and gave them the permission to play outside more. But side by side, she instructed them to come inside when the light fades away and then go to bed. The children became happy when they get permission to play more. They started playing again, shouting and laughing, and the hills echoed with their happy voices. This is the end of the poem, students. I hope you understand the poem clearly, that this is a poem about nurse and the children. The nurse was calling them inside and stop playing, but children were insisting to play more. Now students, we are going to see what is the theme of this poem. What was the thing that made poet to write this poem? The theme of the poem is the children's innocence, happiness, and simple joy. They played for permission to continue in it. The sounds and games of the children harmonize with the busy world of sheep and birds. Now let's do the homework of this poem, students. And the homework number 1 is, give one word answer of the following. You have to answer in one word only. See, number 1 is written over. This is heard. What is heard there? Voices. Number 2, this is at rest. Heart. Number 3, this is still. Everything. Number 4, they should come home. Children. Number 5, this has gone down. Sun. This should be stopped. Playing. Number 7, this will fade away. Light. Now see homework number 2, that is reference to context. What you have to do here, you have to read these lines from the poem and then answer the questions given below. And the lines are: besides, in the sky the little birds fly, and the hills are all covered with sheep. And the question number 1 regarding these lines is: who says these words and to whom? Question number 2, what is sad before this? And question number 3, what reply is made to this statement? This is your homework number 2, students. Students, you have to do your homework on your copy. When your classes will be resumed, marks will be given on the basis of these home tasks and activities. In end, I wish you all the best, students. Stay home, be safe, and thank you.